Hey, first of all, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm trying to be committed, so I wanted to come out and share another one just back to back. And this is on the heels of the reparations video that I did. So this is kind of on the heels of that. So, coming to share another video, again in the theme of, and I know people are like, you talk about being the Israelites a lot. I'm going to talk about others. I'm actually going to talk about other stuff too, but I'm still on this theme. So on this theme of being the Israelites, I wanted to share a scripture that I've read that when I first read it, it kind of blew my mind. It blew my mind. And it really puts into perspective just how Yahuwah will deliver us. So again, in the theme of being the Israelites and being black. So if you are black, again, if you are not black, that's cool. You should still know this too. But if you are black, I do want you to pay attention to this video. Prayerfully, I pray that, you will get something out of this. So the reading that I'm going to do is out of the War Scrolls. And this will not be the video for this, but this is a book that is not technically in the Bible, but it's biblical. But it's called the War Scroll. And effectively, it's about, it just talks a lot about the nations and like the end time battles and how the sons of God will battle the sons of darkness. So it's controversial in terms, when you know who's who and what nation is what nation, it's controversial because that's not what the world teaches. The world teaches that we will all come, the world teaches everybody come together and da-da-da-da-da. But that's actually not what's prophecy. If you read the Bible, it's not prophecy for every nation to just come together and like hold hands. It's prophecy actually for to fight. So, but the key is, again, stressing that anybody can have we can have salvation through Yahusha, but I want to be clear and I want to share the truth. So that you can be aware and know that it's not prophecy for all nations to come together and hold hands. So moving forward, as you hear people talk about, the whole point is the whole point is for everybody to come together. That's not prophetic. That's not real. And that's not of Yahuwah. It is not real for everybody to come together. It's real. If I could just be blunt, the Bible has race wars. I'm just going to be honest. So that's just real. That's just real. I can't, time is winding up, so I can't lie. That's the truth. So it's not prophetic. And my prayer is that you guys will know this so that we can see what's coming. So it's not prophetic for everybody to come together. That's according to the Bible. That's not real. So, okay. All that to say, I did want to do a little bit of reading out of the War Scroll and then share with you what blew my mind when I first read this. Okay. So, where do I want to start? So I'll just start. So then after, I guess it's like chapter 1. So then after the battle, they will go up from a place and battle the king of Kittim, and he shall enter Egypt. In his time, he will go out with great anger to do battle against the kings of the north, and his anger shall set out to destroy and eliminate the strength of Israel. So Kittim, the kingdom of Kittim, or Chittim, some translations call it, their goal is to eliminate the strength of Israel. Remember that. All right. Then there will be a time of salvation for the people of God, and at a time of dominion of all the men and his forces, and a time of eternal destruction for all the forces of Belial. That's the devil. When you see Belial, that means the devil. So there shall be a great panic among the sons of Japheth, and Assyria shall fall with no one to come to his aid. Listen, this is what blew my mind. And the supremacy of Kittim shall cease their wickedness and will be overcome without a single survivor. There shall be no survivors of all the sons of darkness. Then the sons of righteousness shall shine in all ends of the world, and continuing to shine forth until the end of the appointed seasons of darkness. Then at that time, appointed by God, his great brilliance will shine for all eternity for the peace and blessing, glory and joy, and long life of all the sons of light. On that day, when the on that day when Kittim falls, there will be a battle and horrible carnage before the God of Israel, for it is a day appointed by him from ancient times as battle of destructions for the sons of darkness. Whew. Okay. I really pray that y'all watch this. So this is it. When I read this, when it says the supremacy of Kittim, so you have to know who's who. Kittim or Chittim is Rome. So that's Rome. So basically, I want to read it again. It says, and the supremacy of Kittim or Chittim shall cease their wickedness and will be overcome without a single survivor. Do you know what that's saying? Kittim is Rome. So it struck me that was the words in the scripture, that it said the supremacy of Kittim. If you know Kittim or Chittim, that's Rome. So effectively right now, we are in the revised Roman Empire. So what color are the Romans? White. So if you piece this together, just stay with me. If you piece this together, when it says the supremacy of Kittim, when I read that for the first time, I was like, that's white supremacy. Like, if you know language and you know, like, you know, nations, it blew my mind when I read this. I'm telling you, it blew my mind when I read this, and it said the supremacy. Because if you are Black, you know that as Black people, or people period, you know, I don't know, but I know as Black people, we are always talking about, I'm talking about in modern times, we're always talking about white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. We always say that. So when I read this, I hope it's making sense. When I read this, the supremacy, it literally says it in the scripture. It says the supremacy of Kittim. Kittim is Rome, so the revised Roman Empire. So white supremacy. What this scripture is saying is that effectively, God is going to destroy white supremacy. He's going to destroy it. And he's going to destroy anybody that stands with it. I'm not explaining, like, when I first read this, how it blew my mind. And it was also encouraging. So, because we're not going through all these things for no reason. And then also when it says, you know, going back, it said Kittim, they want to set out to destroy the strength of Israel. So I want to share, we don't just go through stuff for racism. Again, if you are Black and you're watching this, we're not just going through stuff because people are racist. Get that out of your mind. It's biblical, it's spiritual, it's prophetic. So it's deeper than people are just racist or racists don't get along. It's spiritual. So all these things are spiritual. And so I just wanted to share this scripture because it blew my mind. When I first read this, I was like, that's white supremacy. That's white supremacy. So God is let this encourage you. God is going to destroy white supremacy. The reason why this, you know, they don't say white supremacy, but if you know what it is, you know, it says the supremacy of Kittim in the scripture. When I just read it, that's Rome. And if you live now, you know, if you know about biblical dispensations, you know, in kingdoms, we are in the revised Roman Empire. So that's white supremacy, and God's going to destroy it. And they take these books out and they call it not Bible, because if you would have read this, you would know. So I also want to say, as Blacks, you know, we should of course call out these, you know, these systems, but I pray that you will get it in your heart. Ultimately, who destroys forever this thing of white supremacy will be God. God is coming to destroy white supremacy. So let that encourage you. Let that revitalize you. And if you're someone who stands with white supremacy, then, you know, prayerfully be educated. Pray about, if you watch this, pray. I genuinely want people to pray about this. If you are of another race and you're watching this, pray to come out of it. Pray for the Lord to reveal if you have any white supremacist, even if you're not white, if you have any white supremacist or, you know, Roman supremacist views in your heart. Pray about how you feel about the children of Israel. This should be a time that we should all be praying. You know, and that's just the truth. So I hope this isn't going out. Anyways, the point is, I don't know what's going on with my camera, but the point is, I just wanted to share this, that yes, white supremacy is in the Bible. They just took it out, but it's in the Bible, and to be encouraged that ultimately the hand of God is going to destroy white supremacy. So that's it. I'm actually out. So, but anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope everybody has an amazing day. If you want the scriptures or like your chat about it, reach out. Yeah, and that's it. So, love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.